May 7th, 2025, Daily Bread. Passage Genesis chapter 28, verse 1 to verse 22. Key verse 15. Title, I am with you and will not leave you. So Isaac called for Jacob and blessed him. Then he commanded him, Do not marry a Canaanite woman. Go at once to Padan Aram, to the house of your mother's father Bethuel. Take a wife for yourself there from among the daughters of Laban, your mother's brother. May God Almighty bless you and make you fruitful and increase your numbers until you become a community of peoples. May He give you and your descendants the blessing given to Abraham, so that you may take possession of the land where you now reside as a foreigner, the land God gave to Abraham. Then Isaac sent Jacob on his way, and he went to Padan Aram, to Laban son of Bethuel, the Aramean, the brother of Rebekah, who was the mother of Jacob, and Esau. Now Esau learned that Isaac had blessed Jacob, and had sent him to Padan Aram to take a wife from there, and that when he blessed him he commanded him, Do not marry a Canaanite woman, and that Jacob had obeyed his father and mother, and had gone to Padan Aram. Esau then realized how displeasing the Canaanite women were to his father Isaac. So he went to Ishmael and married Mahalath, the sister of Nebaioth, and daughter of Ishmael son of Abraham, in addition to the wives he already had. Jacob left Beersheba and set out for Haran. When he reached a certain place, he stopped for the night, because the sun had set. Taking one of the stones there, he put it under his head and lay down to sleep. He had a dream in which he saw a stairway resting on the earth, with its top reaching to heaven, and the angels of God were ascending and descending on it. There, above it, stood the Lord, and he said, I am the Lord, the God of your father Abraham, and the God of Isaac. I will give you and your descendants the land on which you are lying. Your descendants will be like the dust of the earth, and you will spread out to the west and to the east, to the north and to the south. All peoples on earth will be blessed through you and your offspring. I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go, and I will bring you back to this land. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. When Jacob awoke from his sleep, he thought, Surely the Lord is in this place, and I was not aware of it. He was afraid and said, How awesome is this place! This is none other than the house of God. This is the gate of heaven. Early the next morning, Jacob took the stone he had placed under his head, and set it up as a pillar, and poured oil on top of it. He called that place Bethel, though the city used to be called Luz. Then Jacob made a vow, saying, If God will be with me, and will watch over me on this journey I am taking, and will give me food to eat and clothes to wear, so that I return safely to my father's household, then the Lord will be my God. And this stone that I have set up as a pillar will be God's house, and of all that you give me I will give you a tenth. Daily Bread Message. Isaac and Rebekah send Jacob away with God's blessing. While Jacob had taken the birthright and his father's blessing, the true blessing comes from God. The most important thing is to pray for God's intervention in others' lives for God's purposes. Esau's marriages bookend this section. Esau stays home seeking Isaac's approval, and Jacob is sent away, but God's election stands. Separation from his family puts Jacob into the hands of God. Although we want to keep our adult children close, to receive God's blessing requires surrendering them into God's hands. A new chapter in Jacob's life begins when God visits him in a dream at Bethel. Unlike with Abraham or Isaac, God makes no request of Jacob. God promises to continue the plan he began with Abraham through Jacob, and promises to be with and watch over Jacob. Jacob is surprised and doesn't seem to know how to respond, not ready to yield to God. Jacob seeks to put boundaries on their arrangement through a vow. God will use this encounter and vow at Bethel as a means to prove his faithfulness to Jacob, helping him keep his vow and transforming him into a new person Israel. Prayer. Father, there are many people like Jacob. Sometimes I'm one of them. Please take hold of us for your purpose as you did with Jacob. One word, surrendered into God's hands.